Hello and welcome back to another episode of No Load Time. My name is Obed Velez, and with me in 240p glory, it's Mr. Joel Young.
Yes, you guys, it just would have been too much if you would have seen me at my full glory. So you get me a 240 glory. Would have you got? I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think it's that outage that was affecting some services around the world. So that could very well be it. You were not blurry when we first established communications, but now you are. But hopefully that'll get fixed throughout our episode. Joel, how are you, man? We took a week off, dude. I'm refreshed. I
know, right?
I'm good to go, man. I didn't. So I started watching Naruto with my daughter. So there's gonna be a long journey. We'll get there eventually. But we're about to wrap up the first season. So doing that, other than that, I think I watched a movie. I can't even remember what it was. Oh, Inside Out 2. That was really good. That was really good. I liked it.
Yeah.
So so I watched that, and man, didn't just played a ton of games. Played with a Saturn. Played Metaphor. Played Marvel vs. Capcom. It was good. Went to Arcade Monsters. Our friends at Arcade Monsters.
Shout out to the Arcade Monsters.
Arcade Monsters. They're legit. I went back to Oviedo because I was like, I wanted to go to iDrive, but I just find Oviedo so much like palatable because it's more it's cozy and it's more like the old school arcade feel. So I just like that location a lot, and they everything was working fine. There was a couple of machines that were down. I actually broke the Star Wars pinball, Joe.
No,
I broke it. So I was playing Star Wars the Star Wars pinball machine that they have there, and I was doing really good, dude. I was like racking up points. I was like getting up there, dude. And then I hit the ball on one, dude, and the ball bounces back out of a spring in the back of the board, and it jumps over. And the ball gets caught up on top of the flipper mechanism, like on top of it. And I was like, I'm moving the machine around, and I was like, oh, it's not gonna come down, dude. And then I moved it. I checked that. I took it up a little bit more. I tilted it, and so I tilted the machine. And then I went to the attendant and told her, it's like, hey, I broke it. It's like, oh, ball stuck. It's like, yeah, it's stuck. And then she goes, turns it off, and puts the little sign. It's just like, how did you get it? It's like, I don't know. I was in the zone. I was doing really good. And then all of a sudden the ball gets stuck on top of the flipper, and I don't know what happened. And she's like, well, it's like, I didn't want to move. I told her, like, I didn't want to move it around. I know like pinball machines are really expensive and really delicate. I don't want to finagle with it. So I'd rather just leave it and let you know. And she's like, oh no, thanks. We'll get the, when it's things like that, we appreciate it. And we'll let the tech know, and the tech will come in and has to like open the board and get the ball out. So it's like, okay. All right. That's
Obed using his unlimited power. He went so powerful.
Dude, it was so good. Dude, that machine's really good. That new Star Wars pinball that they have. Really good.
I played it because I went there on Valentine's Day with some guys, and I went and played it. It was fun. So it's great.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, and then they had a couple of the rhythm machines that they had. So and we stayed there for a few hours, and it was fun. It was so good. Yeah, that place is always great.
Yeah,
it's
a great place.
Kind of stinks now. Like the prices went up a little bit, and now they don't do the re-entry. That kind of stinks.
The re-entry,
but it's
they do offer it, but it's even more expensive.
Right, you have to pay like an extra $10 to get re-entry. Yeah. And I think iDrive is a little bit more for re-entry. I can see like I can see Oviedo not charging for the re-entry, but iDrive I can see totally doing.
Right.
Because you're not gonna get like, oh, we'll go in the morning for a little bit and then we'll come in at night when everyone is in there. Because iDrive like at night, I've heard that it gets busy, so I can assume that they're gonna.
Let's go to Animal Kingdom and then come back later. Like that's what's gonna happen.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. So, but yeah, man, it was good, you know. So, and went to down to Disney Springs again. Uh, Not much happening there. It's like, oh, bro, not much happening there
Hmm.
because we went to Disney Springs and like two full floors on the Orange garage were like empty.
This is summer.
It's summer, dude. So,
We know where they're going.
or not going anywhere.
That too. That too. That's also very,
Not
very
going
fair.
anywhere. So, not a lot of people. Like, I can tell you that there's not a lot of people, dude, because there was like 15 people in line for freaking Gideon's.
Oh wow.
And, you know, granted, it was a Thursday afternoon, right?
It's
But,
summer, bro. It
but
doesn't
it's
matter,
summer. It
yeah.
doesn't matter, right? So
Yeah.
we went in. We had a really good time, though, because it was like very, very accessible. Weather wasn't too bad. It wasn't too hot. Not a lot of people around. So, like, none of that, like shoulder to shoulder walking around. Like, it was like open spaces and it was really nice.
Right.
So, but yeah, nothing new to report there. I stopped by the old Disney Quest stomping grounds to see if that was it Evolution 99 or something 99 that's coming there.
I thought it was level 99. I
Level
think it was.
99. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks
But
it looks cool. It's not the same as Disney Quest, but it
right.
looks cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. And but I don't didn't see any movement. Granted, it was all covered up. They could be working inside, but I
was
didn't
it's
see
supposed to
anything.
come out this year. I think like August or
It was
something.
supposed to
I thought.
be it was supposed to be later this year, so I didn't see any movement there at all.
It
So
might get delayed then.
I don't know. I don't know, dude.
Maybe.
But it was interesting. The road work's still going, like, because I was like, hey, if you come to Orlando, right, anything like past OBT down to Disney or down to like
Yeah.
Champions Gate is a freaking war zone, because they're doing the new exit for Epic Universe, and
Right.
and then they're doing the new exit for Disney Springs and the I-4 Express. So like all of that is like under construction basically. So it's a lot. I did see the new exit for Vineland, so that's cool. That's super convenient. That's great. That's long overdue that they needed to do an exit there, man. So like finally. But
Absolutely.
yeah,
No,
but
absolutely.
yeah, man, it was good just being here and not doing too much. So I appreciated that time off.
That's good. Good.
What's up with you, dude?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's good. You're all teaching you. For me, it's gonna be primarily film wise. I took some time to see a couple movies. I think I'm trying to remember what's the last stuff I mentioned. I remember. Did I mention Karate Kid on here?
You did not.
I don't.
No.
I did not. Okay, so I
we
saw.
we said that it got mixed reviews, but you hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah. So I got to see Karate Kid Legends. So just in general, the movie itself is very safe. It's a Karate Kid movie. Like they took the exact same storyline you get from your original Karate Kid, the same way that they did with, the Jackie Chan version, and like you have obviously the very original version, right, as well. So the main thing that they tried to reinvigorate it and bring in, obviously having Jackie Chan's character and bringing in LaRusso, is that like now they're basically mentioning that they exist in the same universe. And one of the main things a lot of people joke about with Jackie Chan's character is like he's not teaching karate, it's kung fu. Like that's like one of the main lines we would joke about. It's like, Mom, it's kung fu, not karate. And it's like, but it's called the Karate Kid. Why is he saying this? It doesn't make the famous Jaden Smith scene, right? That movie had a lot of issues, but regardless, it's a cult classic. But then like obviously your Karate Kid, being what it is. So what they did is they without spoiling, you have the need for LaRusso to join because the kid needs to learn karate in order to compete, because he knows
Oh,
kung fu, but he
okay.
doesn't know karate.
Okay.
And he doesn't want him to just learn karate. He needs to learn Miyagi-Do karate to win.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool. There's not really a connection to Cobra Kai. It really is its own movie, and that's something the director is very clear on. He said, like, I don't want this to feel like this is the Cobra Kai the movie. Like this is a Karate Kid movie, so it still has a Karate Kid storyline, but it does have a little connected thing that makes you know, like, oh yeah, we're in the Cobra Kai world still. That still exists, so they don't dismiss it or anything. But it's good to see that the franchise lives on. I think Cobra Kai is really the one that you gotta give credit to for why this franchise has legs. Unfortunately, at the box office, not doing very well. Probably just what it's competing up against and expectations. But no, quite charming. The other one, I don't remember if I also mentioned Mission Impossible. Have I mentioned Mission Impossible
Nope.
on here either? No, this is not either. So as I knew I had a couple movies to update.
I saw mixed
I also
reviews
got
on that one.
Honestly, I think it's great.
Oh, wow,
I
okay.
really enjoyed it.
All
I
right.
really enjoyed it.
This is the last one, right? Like for realsies?
Yeah. It should be. They call it the Final Reckoning, but like, let's be honest, they could just, Fast and Furious
The
this thing
Final
again.
Reckoning 2. Yeah.
Right. Like that's how they set these movies up. Like the movie ends where it's like they could easily do another one again. Like that's how it's not set up to make you expect another one, but they
Right.
left it that they can. I say should be the last one, not because the movie being bad, but because I think the movie you want to go out on a high note, and Tom Cruise has been doing this for so long, and really understanding how to captivate audiences. Like that movie's 3 hours long, it's like 2 hours and 50 minutes or whatever, but the entire time I was locked in. Like I did not get tired, I didn't get like disinterested, just fully was engaged. And
That's
there's
good.
something about having a break between comedy, action, exposition, not like dragging, at least for me. Cinema.
Yeah.
So
Cinema.
good. Cinema. All right. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Uh, then you have the one that I just saw. What was the movie? Oh yes, How to Train Your Dragon 3. Or 3. How to Train Your Dragon in
Live
theaters.
action.
Sorry, live action.
Okay.
I got to see that last night, so it's technically
wow.
released today. But they had AMC had an early access screening that they had yesterday, so I had the chance to go out yesterday after work and check it out. I know that's also got very mixed reviews. Call me like a hypocrite. Call me crazy.
Okay.
Instant reaction is I kind of like it more than the animated thing. Like,
wow.
I think it translates really well to live action.
Okay.
And there's things you can do in animation that's just artistically very cool that like it's hard to do in live action. But like seeing a live action like dragon that doesn't look like it doesn't look like a cartoon, like it looks like a dragon, but still taking the same designs. I just thought that was just so awesome.
That's cool.
And like, Gerald Butler is fantastic taking on the father characters. Like just the casting's really good. I know there was a lot of complaints around some casting, but I think the casting was really, really good when you watch it.
Good.
So I actually would say, like, I think you should watch with your kid, Obed. I'd be curious to see how I like it. I think we'd probably find it to be a fun movie. Like I saw Lilo and Stitch. I kind of thought the same thing. With Lilo and Stitch, my thing was like everyone was complaining that all the Disney movies are exact remakes, and it's like it kind of just loses its magic. Lilo and Stitch, they actually try to do things differently. That's where they're getting the backlash is that people are saying you do things different.
I heard, yeah.
But to
I heard
me,
it's
I'm like,
mostly about the
that's
ending.
point.
Yeah, I heard it's
That's
mostly about the ending.
It's mostly the ending, but there's also a lot of other like details that just like they just modernized it for like the modern time.
Okay.
So it's just interesting to see how we're having film and things change. July's gonna be a big month for us. I got my Superman tickets, Obed. I'll be seeing it on the Friday. I tried to go opening night. If that would have happened, I would have had to have moved the schedule for our show for the week, probably because it would have been that Thursday. But we'll be fine on the 10th. I'll watch on the 11th.
I'm planning on going unless reviews are bad.
Yeah.
Or mixed. Like if reviews are mixed or bad, I'll probably not go. But from what I heard, there's good buzz around it. I know that initially, it was sort of like middling and or towards negative, but I don't. The more I see of it, the more I actually kind of like it.
Did that last trailer though make you feel a little awkward? Some CGI choices. Am I the only one that felt a little like?
Dude, like Superman CGI has been flaky since Superman Returns. At this point, I really don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like him like punching the dude and like the teeth going flying out.
Yeah.
Looked a little flash. Look,
That
I'm not gonna lie. Looked a little flash. I don't know.
No, it wasn't that bad.
No, not bad, but it gave me PTSD. I don't know. Sorry. Shout out to our friend at the Tampa Bay Comic Book Convention for giving us early access to see that.
PS2 looking people on
PS2
the
looking
Flash.
people.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got that. I got my Fantastic Four tickets.
'Kay.
Also for the Friday that comes out. So
All right.
we'll do our shows on the Thursday. And next
Cool.
day I'll watch it and it'll be good.
Before we jump into video games, because it's basically a gaming show today. Before we jump into that, did you see the alleged Doom leaked pictures that were out there?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's real.
Yeah, I think it's real too.
I think it's real.
If you haven't seen them, stay away. The only thing I gotta say is please be excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing
straight
something
up.
really creative.
Straight up, please be excited. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Like I was like okay with it. I was like, it's gonna be fine, whatnot. And then that concept art got out. I was like, okay, you got my attention.
Mm.
But then these pictures got out there. I was like, oh no, I gotta go. So I told my daughter, it's like, listen,
Like you weren't gonna go already.
no, I was gonna go. I was gonna go anyway. It didn't matter. But like now, it's like, okay, now it's like, yo. And so I told my daughter, it's like, listen, dude, you got a year. It's 36 movies. I'm not gonna make you watch all 36.
No, but you know what it is.
Let's condense it to like 15, right? So I gave her a list. It's like, here's the list. But watch everything except Deadpool and Wolverine. No, not yet. You're not ready.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Smart.
but watch this, and this. You can skip this one. You can skip this one. Like you can skip, like I told you, like, you can skip Iron Man 2. You can skip that. You can skip like those. What you should watch. Skip 2, watch 3, right? That sort of thing. Watch all the Avengers, and then the Guardians. You're gonna watch 1 and 3. And then cry, and then keep going, and then so I kind of made her a little like an MCU almost introduction. It's like, you got a year and a half to do this. Let's go. You can do it. So we'll see how it goes. But I am very, very excited for this movie now. So.
Yeah. No, I'm excited too.
All right, sir. Last week, the floodgates opened, and we have all of the video game announcements. Before I go into everything that was done last week, today, Konami confirmed, I don't know if you saw it, that they are remaking the first Silent Hill.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Okay. So Bloober Team is taking care of that again. They were very successful at remaking Silent Hill 2. Well received. So now they're tasked with bringing Silent Hill 1 out of the low poly jail and bringing it to this generation. I'm gonna be honest with you, Joel. I am more excited about this one than I was the 2 remake. I may actually pick this one up, like because I didn't pick 2 up, but I may just go because like something that, again, I didn't have a PS1 back in the day, so and then by the time the PS2 came out, and by the time I got a PS2, like Silent Hill 2 came out. So I didn't go back and play 1, of course, because like, why would you? And I missed it, and I want to experience that game. So I am very excited, and I may go out of my way to actually pick this one up. It's probably a couple of years, away, a few years away, but it's happening.
Awesome.
Yep. Yeah. Uh, yeah, very very exciting news. They also announced that Metal Gear Solid Delta is getting online. Fox Hunt is called, and it's gonna be different from the original Metal Gear Online. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah,
And I guess we can start with a big one, Joel. Like this is gonna be I'm gonna be all over the place. I'm not gonna follow
that's
shows.
fine.
The big one's Persona 4 Revival. For me, it is right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's we knew it was happening. It was rumored. There was some quasi confirmation of it a couple weeks ago. But during the Xbox event, they teased, they showed a teaser trailer. I think this game's gonna be like late next year, based on what the Persona team came out and said. It's like, hey, we're basically doing this. We're not ready to show too much, but we're working on it. And we're also working on the next one. So they confirmed that they're working on Persona 6, and they're working on this one. I am very excited, dude. This is one of my top 10 favorite games of all time, dude. It is an absolutely, absolutely phenomenal experience. I, I I still highly recommend people play the original, but if you don't want to deal with PS2 graphics and the lack of uh, quality of life, I guess modern sensibilities, it may be a little obtuse, but if you can deal with that, if you can manage multiple save files just so you don't miss the true ending, right? Go ahead and do it. But I think that this is one of the games that everyone should play. Like if you're remotely interested in playing video games and getting not only just playing video games, right, but being engaged on an amazing, amazing story, and and a hardcore RPG at its heart, because it is right. It does have difficulty settings, but it is a hardcore turn based old school type of RPG. And the story is just incredible. Oh man, I cannot say I've talked about this game a lot, and I will continue to do so because it is one of my favorite things. So yeah, man, how do you feel about it?
I I genuinely was shocked to see it. I thought it was one of those things that they were. I don't know, man. I thought this was one of those things that just wasn't going to be happening, and then just seeing what we're seeing, just the extent of, you know, the 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 extent that they're taking to take such care with having this kind of a remake. I think, and then hearing from you, who clearly have a strong passion, and it's one of your top experiences. Like, I genuinely make someone like me want to experience it, and I think that that's what they're banking on.
Yeah,
Like, there's a lot of remakes that you're seeing happen. There's a trend in the industry, um, which is fine, and some of them though just come across a little cash grabby of like, we're just putting a new one out on the market of the same thing. But this right here is a worthy cause, and I'm excited to see what the
yeah.
market reaction is to it, because I think the demand is there.
It is. It is. Yeah. Yeah. When it showed up, when they showed the bridge at the beginning, I was like, "Oh, I bet this is it." And then they showed
Yeah,
the
you
shrine,
know.
and then the shrine. When as soon as I saw the shrine, because that freaking fox is in the shrine, and you
Yeah.
talk to the fox, and you can actually, it's weird, and I love it. And
Yeah,
so I,
details.
dude, and as soon as I saw the shrine, I was like, "Yep, it's the fox shrine. Let's go." Let's go. And then they showed the TV. So I was like, yeah, confirmed. Like I didn't even have to wait for the music. I saw it was very weird because I saw a lot of like hardcore Persona 4 fans watching the like reacting to the trailer, and it didn't hit them until the music hit. I was like, bro, come on, like the TVs didn't hit you, and it's like, like that's like the obvious one, right?
Yeah.
And it's a really good setting too because it's like a early the setting of the game is like early 2000s. I want to say it's like maybe like it's like 2003 2006 ish type of like timeline, right? And and it's set in rural Japan versus like being in Tokyo or a big city. So it's a different setting. It's more, um, I guess more condensed. It has a small town feel. Like Persona 5 is really cool because you can go, to different areas in Tokyo and all that, and take the train and do a lot of cool things. But Persona 4, you're in a little town in rural Japan, and you only have the one big store and then the little convenience store and that sort of thing. So I'm wondering how they're going to expand into that. Not that it really needs to go too crazy, but adding a few more things to do here and there, that would be, icing on the cake at this point. So I can't complain. I am very excited, dude. Day one purchase for me, like no question. This is like I'm in. I'm in. And yeah, I mean it happened. So Xbox has a portable, or do they? And it is the ROG Ally, or ROG Xbox Ally, and ROG Xbox Ally X, or ROG, however you want to say it. I call it ROG. So you got two options. Of course, the X has like force feedback on the triggers. It has more space, faster CPU. No pricing yet. My prediction is gonna be. My prediction is $499 and $599. Like $499 for the regular one, $599 for the upgraded. I don't know, what's the ROG 2 going for right now? Let's see. No, there's gonna be more money, man. Because the regular. Let's see. The regular Ally is $649 right now. This is gonna be like $599 and $699 probably. And I say it because they, the Xbox, all the pricing went up. so they don't have to worry about it, but based on what Asus is doing with this console right now, that seems to be what the pricing is suggesting. So so it is a ROG Ally that supports Xbox games, runs Windows 11, and yeah, I mean I thought it was gonna be Lenovo. I think I mentioned Lenovo as a partner. But I was right about it being a partner, not them doing it. So, yeah. What do you think?
What's the chances that this is indicative of also the route that they're going to go just for their future consoles as a whole? Like you've mentioned before, where it's like they become more service based and like Xbox on everything, and like them having their Series S and the X and those kinds of basis kind of goes away, and instead of them developing their own stuff, they partner up with somebody else, and it's like Xbox on, like how this is on Asus is ROG Ally for a portable. Can they do that maybe for their next console as well? I think it's an interesting thought. I don't know how you feel about that.
How would you approach it though? I mean, because you can build a PC and put an Xbox sticker on it,
right?
But how much is that PC going to be?
This is an Xbox. This is an Xbox. Remember that whole
Xbox everywhere. They were very upfront. Like they showed that there were no exclusive games here. Like they talked about Xbox everywhere. Right. And Gears and Outer Worlds 2 and all that. That's all coming to PlayStation, right? So they were very upfront about that. I just don't know. I don't know that a partner is going to be able to tackle a console right off the bat. I think the next one's still going to be like something that's designed internally by Microsoft.
Right.
After that, possibly they could have someone design it and brand it, right? Or just offload the manufacturing to another company, and that way Microsoft doesn't need to worry about the manufacturing for that. So that could very well be it, right? For Xbox as we know it, and I don't know. I just think that they're just moving away from that. and
Yeah.
I think they're just gonna be the PC. They're gonna be the PC people,
Yeah.
and yeah, you're still gonna have a box that you can play at home, but are they gonna make it? I don't know. Like they could have ASUS make it. Like now that they're partnered with them, right?
Right.
It's basically like a mini gaming PC. I think they do a console style PC as well. Let me check.
As you fact check that though, I just in general though, I think that this is really good for them. I think it's actually I think it's actually really great considering the demand for more um, portable gaming in general. Like we saw that with the PlayStation Portal. We both kind of laughed at the idea originally and said like they missed the mark, and yet sales have been extremely well for that worldwide.
Right.
In some countries, just completely off the shelves, crazy, and that's just a streaming device. So Xbox saying like you get an actual partnership and have Xbox certified experience on another device portable, and it's not a streaming device. That's really great. I think that they probably learned from the Portal launch a little bit and said that did really well. We want to do well also, but how can we do it even better
Yeah.
by having a partnership that accomplishes a lot of the things that people are looking for. So
Yep.
yeah, I give them credit.
Yeah. Yeah. ASUS makes a mini PC, mini gaming PC. It's expensive though. It's like 1,200, like
Oh
12. I
wow.
think
Yeah.
12.99, 14.99. So
Next gen consoles won't cost that much.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. And that's the thing. It's because you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta do the like the separate components is instead of just using an integrated chip or system on a chip like the current consoles are doing. So that's why I think at least for now we will see one more generation of Xbox, and after
Okay.
that they may diversify and give it to something else, to another company, offload it. But I think it's a good move. Like giving it is like, hey, you know what? We'll put our branding, we'll put our button, we'll tweak the OS for you. You do the thing that you want to do with
Yeah.
with the hardware. That's smart, right? Because they don't have to worry about manufacturing. They don't have to worry about parts and warranties, and all that goes through ASUS now. And you don't have to do the like if something happens with it. it I like it. I think it looks good. I think it's the only Xbox the only Xbox product that's been announced or come out that it's made me go, you know what? I like it. That's cool. Will I get it? I don't know. I think it's gonna be expensive.
Yeah.
I would
priced out.
like
I'm switching right now.
yeah, no. Like though, like even right now, like it's probably not even worth buying a Switch 2 just because there's reports of like problems with screens and fans and whatnot. It's like that's why you always hold off and don't buy
First batch.
first batch of consoles. It's always gonna be something flaky. But it I don't know, man. It looks good. Looks good. If games run good, you can run Steam. I have I don't have too many games on Steam, but Game Pass is a thing.
Yeah.
Get
Sure
Game
is.
Pass with how many few games I have on Steam, and we'll have a pretty decent library. But yeah, like in my specific case, right? In my specific household, going with the Switch 2, it's gonna be ultimately what it's gonna happen. But it looks nice, man. Like I wouldn't mind having this thing. It looks really cool.
Yeah. That's
So
a fair endorsement.
yeah, I like it. Outer Worlds 2 is gonna be the first Xbox game at $80. They announced it during the stream. Other than Persona, like Persona was the thing that we were all waiting for, that I was waiting for on the Xbox show, because that was rumored to come out during that show. They show a little bit more of Ninja Gaiden 4. That still looks cool. That I may get that later on. And DLC for Indiana Jones. Invincible versus Joe. What do you think of that?
I saw like the reaction to the fans. I'm like, the timing is great. I just finished watching Invisible season 1, 2, 3, and then the other Adam Eve special, and I'm just like, man, like this. I get the hype. This is cool. Like, what a cool way to integrate like an IP and expand it now into the gaming space with, with the question that people ask from even the show, who can really take on the great Invincible? So
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
The only thing that I'm concerned is that there's too many characters with the same power set.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and that's the only thing that's a little bit concerning, but we'll see. And then the Final Fantasies are coming on to Xbox, so
right.
7 remake and 16. 16 was shadow dropped. I don't think 16 is getting. I don't think any of them is getting a physical release. From what I heard, like not a lot of games are on Xbox.
Yeah.
So even like PlayStation stuff, like I think even Gears of War is not coming out physical on Xbox. It's coming out download only, and the PlayStation version is coming out physically and digitally. So yeah. Interesting stuff there.
For sure.
Joel's showstopper, because PlayStation had a really good show too. Not to be left behind. They were the first ones, and I think their show was super, super solid. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
You went crazy.
I am so excited. It's Marvel. That's what. Marvel fighting, man. It's back. So there were rumors that Marvel vs. Capcom 4 was gonna be a thing, but I'm guessing that I'm guessing not. This game looks incredible. It looks so good, and knowing how Arc System works makes their games, and given their pedigree, this is gonna be a big one.
Yeah,
because it's gonna be not only a great fighting game, it's gonna be accessible for people that don't play fighting games a lot. They sometimes some of they're really good at doing setting up auto combos and managing their accessibility. So I'm excited for newcomers, coming into fighting games, and this being the game that gets them into fighting games. But I am just excited that we have a new Marvel fighting game. It looks incredible. It's ArcSys, and that roster is probably going to be bonkers, and I am all for it, dude. I'm so excited. Dude, CO Taku is going to be so crazy with this thing next year.
I know.
Holy crap. If it comes out before then. By the way, CO is this weekend. We're not going to be able to make it, but
we're not going to be able to make it.
But hopefully we can make Otaku this year.
Yes.
Dude, did you watch it live when they announced it?
No, I was not able to. You texted me shortly after, like when it was already, because I got to go back and catch.
Oh, okay.
I was seeing like on social media pop-ups, but I couldn't catch it live.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, man, I started screaming. I should have recorded that. I was it's Marvel. So, man, I saw the ArcSys logo. I was like, ArcSys on a PlayStation game? This is exclusive, right? And then I saw the shield and I freaked out, dude. Oh, so good. And then we get, from what they showed, they said that they're going to show more. Assumption is that they're going to show more during Evo, and this is a project that's PlayStation funded, and it makes total sense. PlayStation bought Evo. They don't have their own fighting game, right? Because we still have, like, Evo still very much a Capcom Bandai Namco kind of gig, where you got Street Fighter and Tekken, and then you have the, I want to say smaller games, because Mortal Kombat 1 is already done. They're not going to do anything else. The game sort of flopped. So then you get the smaller ones, and then you get a little bit of ArcSys, and then you get a little bit of They used to have Smash, they don't have anymore, but you used to have some of the smaller fighting games as well. But PlayStation didn't have their own, right? You even had Killer Instinct on Evo, like that was still a thing, but no PlayStation games. So like the PlayStation, like this was like some like 3D chess, like coming in, and it's like, bro, it's yeah. Like they went to Marvel. It's like, hey, how about we make a fighting game? And Marvel's like, sure. Who you got in mind? And Ark says, oh crap, yeah, let's go. It was crazy. So they talked about it on the little documentary that they put at the end of the video. How would Capcom feel? Like, did Capcom knew this was happening? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? But Joel, I mean, you saw the trailer. What do you think, man?
I mean, I don't know. I genuinely just think that they nailed it, and I do think in some ways maybe this is actually going to push Capcom to now have to, like, people have been asking for a while, right? Like maybe this will actually push them in the right direction of saying like, okay, let this breathe. People see people react to this, and then we go ahead and we answer and we put our thing.
They could. I mean, because
it's not the same. It's just, but it's in the same.
Yeah, but I mean,
vein.
But how would Marvel like? And I get it, right? Like fans are clamoring for Marvel's Capcom. I think it's done, bro. I think that ship sailed.
Really? Wow.
I think that ship sailed.
Okay.
I don't think. And here's the thing: right? Marvel's Capcom was big before, because Marvel didn't have money. There's like, oh yeah, we'll put our characters there with the Capcom characters. We don't really care. Our characters are getting exposure. But when Marvel's Capcom 3 came out, that was when it was in the works before the acquisition, and they just kept rolling after that, and that was it, right? Because like Marvel doesn't want their characters to mingle with other universes,
right?
So I think this is it.
Wow.
No, the only thing that I can hope is that there's at least like a total of like 40 characters on this game.
Yeah.
Like after DLC, like it needs, and I'm not talking about like, and that's fine, right? Because like Dragon Ball FighterZ, it has a ton of characters, but they need like a Dragon Ball FighterZ like roster. To be able to sustain a game that's a 4v4, that's going to be a flagship fighting game for PlayStation and Marvel's flagship fighting game. It would be Marvel's flagship game, period, right?
Yeah.
This is the Rivals is big, is still big, right? And when we'll get to Rivals when we get back to it, and that's great. But what, like this is a big Marvel game now. Other than the Spider-Mans and the Wolverines, but this is it. Like this is the one bringing the universe together. So like this roster's gotta be, you gotta bring it. Like they gotta do it. So, dude, I'm very very excited. So good.
Art style's cool. Like it's great.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. They announced a Mortal Kombat collection by Digital Eclipse. The Digital Eclipse are probably the best compilation developers out there. So that's good to see, and it looks like they have a ton of extra content on it. I think Mortal Kombat, it's not my cup of tea, but it deserves respect. So
yeah, sure.
That's great to see. Project Defiant, which is a PlayStation fight stick.
Talk about this. Please tell me, what did you think?
Okay. That looks neat. Looks neat. Yeah. I mean, it's proprietary. They said they came out and officially confirmed that it's proprietary parts. It has micro switch buttons, so it's not main brain arcade buttons. Micro switch buttons, their own stick with interchangeable gates. Looks expensive. That's the only thing. It looks expensive. but it looks cool. It looks really nice. Am I gonna buy it? I don't know. It's probably gonna be a lot of money, but it looks really nice and it looks comfortable. Like I think the elevating the buttons versus the stick, right? Instead of having everything flat, kind of helps out a little bit. But I mean, we'll wait and see if it reviews well. If like the FGC guys out there get their hands on it and it's like, oh yeah, this is really good. I may pull the trigger on it. Just even if I don't end up using it that much, but I'll, I can see myself using it. So it looks good, and it's wireless. Like that's the big thing. I don't have to be yanking cables around anymore. Pragmata, Capcom's game that was announced during the PlayStation 5 reveal, 2026 release date. The game, from what I can, man, the game to me looks like a reimagining of Mega Man almost, and I'm cautiously excited for this one. So, looks pretty cool. Looks really nice. New trailer for Silent Hill F. That looks again very scary and very atmospheric and it was very Silent Hill. So that also looks very good. But yeah, overall, PlayStation had a great show. They're gonna have another a state of play for Ghost of Yotei next month, and that is coming out October 2nd. So I am very much looking forward to it.
What did you think of the First Light, the 007 First Light?
That looked good. I think that is, yeah.
Yeah, that was actually one of those like underrated ones. I was like, this could be a fun pickup.
I think that is a perfect fit developer for a game like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like doing the Hitman thing with James Bond really works out. My only complaint, and I think it's the complaint that a lot of people have, is that the character model for Bond looks too much like Nathan Drake.
He also kind of looks like Ethan Hunt a little bit too. Like he doesn't entirely look. He doesn't look like Bond.
I can see that.
Have the suits up there. I'm like, is this Tom Cruise? Or is this...
I can see that, and he looks like he's gonna have like driving sections. It's gonna be pretty varied too. Yeah, it looks good. Like what you said, it's like surprisingly good. Like it was one of those that was like a big surprise. Yeah, overall, like I think everyone had a good show. Like certainly one more than others. I think overall, if it wasn't for Persona 4 and the hardware reveal at the Xbox show, I would say PlayStation would have taken that one. Because I think that as when it comes to like the game lineup that they show, and again, a lot of these games are coming on Xbox too. Like it doesn't really matter. But I think PlayStation had a very decent showing on this time around. So Luminous is back. That's back from the PSP days. That's great.
Yeah,
it's great to see that they're back. So that's awesome. And then the Summer Games Fest. I mean, we'll start with the big one. Is Resident Evil 9, and I don't want to read too much into it, right? But when Jun Takeuchi came out and said, I was like, oh yeah, thank you. It's gonna be 30 years of Resident Evil next year, and we're working on something, and we'll show you when we're ready, right? And then at the end of the show, they showed the teaser or the trailer for Resident Evil 9 or Resident Evil Requiem. Which was playable behind the scenes, like behind closed doors at the show, and like from what I heard, it's phenomenal. So, I'm very excited for that, right? But then, the way that the Jun Takeuchi said is like, "Oh, we're working on something. We'll show it to you when you're ready." I think they're gonna do a full blown remake of Resident Evil 1 for next year. I mean, this is coming out next year too. It's coming out in February, but I think later next year, they may announce it's like, hey, we're gonna do a RE1 remake. I mean, that game already had a remake on the GameCube and it's out on PS4 and whatnot. But I think they may be working on a a third person like RE4 type of remake for RE1 or RE2 type of remake for RE1, and I am very excited for that too. But yeah, Resident Evil 9, from what I heard, it's absolutely phenomenal. February 27th is pretty soon. I'm very excited. I actually went ahead and wishlisted RE Village just so I could try and play it before this one. But this is again, day one get for me, dude. It's like this looks really good. Going back to Raccoon City, when they showed the game, the trailer, like it's like, oh, this looks like RE Engine because RE Engine has a very particular look to it, right?
Yeah.
But then when I saw the crater, I was like, oh, that's Raccoon City after the explosion. So I was like, and I was right on the money. So no, very excited for that. Very very cool stuff. And yeah, other than that, they've had a couple of things here and there that were cool, but nothing too crazy. Death Stranding 2 looks again incredible. That game is going out in a couple weeks, and I'll play it after I finish Metaphor. Like I'll finish up Metaphor. I'm not even gonna pre-order because there's no like deluxe edition, or no one's doing a steelbook for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, I'll buy it whenever. And then the same thing for Metal Gear. It's like I'll buy whenever because there's no steelbook for it. And the same thing for Ghost of Yote. I was like, I don't care. Like, I'm done with pre-ordering, dude. I told you. It's like I'm done. It's like, if you're not giving me something tangible, if your pre-order bonus is a shirt, that not a T-shirt but an in-game shirt, I'm not pre-ordering. I'm done pre-ordering. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on, dude. A lot of good games. More announcements to come regarding gaming and whatnot. GTA it's a looming threat. But Joel, before the show, you sent me something. I guess like some rumors are popping out. Tell us what's up.
Yeah, there's strong rumors of that, and the timing is of course right after seeing the ROG Ally stuff. But strong rumors that PlayStation is already deep on the weeds of working on a new handheld. Today the rumor mill started really heating up. But yeah, supposedly it's something that is coming from very reliable sources, that it can borrow some features from the PlayStation 5 Pro, and come with equipped with as much RAM as a base PS5, which for a handheld, I don't know how they're gonna get this directly at price point. If it's a handheld, it's probably gonna cost you similar amount as you would for an actual standalone console. Giving you the handheld part of it. But they're not holding back on that, and they understand that the PSP was very successful. The Vita has had its pros and cons, but yeah, I don't know how else to say aside from that it's a rumor from legitimate places. So that means they're working on it. Will it see the light of day? TBD. But there's some places I saw today saying, like some magazines up saying that the early rumors is 2027 being the launch, and it being aligned with the next PlayStation 6.
Oh wow. So
like if PS6 comes out that timing, you would have a handheld and a console being launched together, which would be a unique strategy, obviously, because you could how you affect sales and things like that. But
yeah, we haven't had that since GameCube, Game Boy Advance that came out in the same year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't hear that one. But yeah, the rumors, they've been going on for a little bit now. And it would make sense, right?
Yeah.
The market is there. The market is when the Vita came out, I don't think the market was ready to move into this premium handheld era. Now it is. Like the Switch started it, the Steam Deck built on top of that, and then Asus and Lenovo and now Xbox are just
they
kept it growing. So the it's happening. I think it's in a it's a the question's not if, it's when. It is going to happen.
Yeah.
I think pairing it with a new console may be too much because they'll be asking for like a double investment in the same year out of
Right. And if
fans.
it's pricey too, it's
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah. So I think this could be. I don't think if it's 2027. I don't think we'll get a new full blown PlayStation until 2028, which would be the
Right.
8 years. So, oh man, I don't. Yeah, yeah. 2027 sounds accurate. That may be too late though, because Xbox is coming out this holiday. Switch 2's already
know.
out. They'll be the
know.
ones. They're the ones being left behind. Like, what's going
know.
on? Like,
We've asked for this for a long
If I-
time.
if
This
I be
should've come out
Sony-
last year.
if I be Sony, if I'm like, I mean, Sony is an electronics company through and through. They can do this, right? There's no doubt that they can pull this off and they can be innovative. But at this point, right, they need to go with the standards. Don't go. And I know that they don't do it anymore, but they don't do your own memory cards and all this BS, dude. Like
The Cell engine and all this.
the new, yeah, the new handheld's gonna be, it's gonna have the Cell engine and
Yeah.
use their own proprietary cards on a back touchscreen and something else and
Jeez.
a 5G card.
You don't
There's
need
no
to.
need. There's no need. They just straight up do it. Like, they give it to PSP 2. That's what we want.
Right.
It's a PSP 2 with an SD card slot, basically.
We're simple people.
Yeah, they don't even need to worry about making like physical games for it. They don't need to. So
But in fairness, would it be right to say that what they're doing with this, they probably should have done instead of PS Portal? Like, why wouldn't they have, like, timing wise? I don't know what their departments were on, like, development stages, but why not instead say, like, kill the PS like Portal plan and then just have this be the thing that you fully commit? So maybe
Yeah.
it would have come out a little bit earlier.
I wonder when work on the Portal started.
Right.
Like, that's, I don't know. Like you gotta keep in mind that PlayStation is recovering from the Jim Ryan era.
That's also true.
And there were some bad choices made during that time.
Yeah.
That was the equivalent to the Bob Chapek.
Oh, jeez.
The Disney,
no.
like Bob Chapek and Jim Ryan and freaking what's his face from Xbox? They should make a company. Was the Xbox One dude?
Oh,
Uh,
what was his name? The one that made the really dumb public statements.
oh man, I'm looking it up. Don Matrick.
Patrick.
Yeah. So
That guy-
yeah. Bob Paycheck, Don Matrick, and Jim Ryan can make their own company and call it trash and do something with it. It's a troll
Call it trash.
troll company, a troll tech company. This guys, man, I'm telling you, like sometimes just it's baffling how incompetence can get rewarded.
All right. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, it's a hard-hitting episode here in No Load Time today, man. We came back with a vengeance,
duty.
but
Heavy duty.
oh man. But no, some good stuff that came out last week. Call of Duty, Black Ops 7 got announced, and Final Fantasy Tactics is back. Good stuff, man. It's always good to see that gaming's not dead, and the consoles are not either, and it's
Yeah.
everyone's Everyone's having a good time. There are some phenomenal games out there. From all sorts of studios, small studios, AAA, blockbusters, and anything in between, everything in between. So it's all good, man. Metal Gear's back. I'm happy. Silent Hill's back. I'm happy. It's Capcom's doing great. Sega's doing great. I am very excited, dude. That Sonic game looks better than Mario Kart. The Sonic
Ooh, no.
The Sonic racing game looks better than Mario Kart. I said it.
That's hard.
I said it. I
This
said
is
it.
from the Sega guys, so I get it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I said it. That Sonic racing, the portals or whatever it's called, better than Mario Kart. September 25th, Sonic. Joker from Persona 5 is there. Yeah, that is what we got, sir. Good to be back. And
Good to be back, man.
Yeah,
It's great.
Another good episode here. Go ahead and wrap it up, man.
Yeah, thank you all so much for staying tuned and staying subscribed. We appreciate you guys for being here with us. We ask you to subscribe if you are new to the show and you haven't subscribed. We're on podcast platforms of your choice, places like SoundCloud, Spotify, Amazon Music. Subscribe to the audio versions there. Additionally, you also can follow us and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. If you're watching live on YouTube, thank you so much. You hear YouTubers say like the videos, drop a comment. Those things really do help us out algorithmically, and sharing the show with others would really be appreciated. You also can follow us on social media at No Load Time. If you're watching the video, you can see all down below the places we're at. We're everywhere at No Load Time. Additionally, you can also support our show financially if you so please and have the means to. Patreon.com/no load time. That's patreon.com/no load time. As low as $1 a month, you can support the show there. Again, if you can. Shout out to producer Tony. You were awesome. And then last but not least, if you have a question, comment, or feedback, you can also send an email to noloadtime@gmail.com. That's noloadtime@gmail.com. And maybe we'll even talk about it on a future episode. But again, we look forward to being with you guys next time on No Load Time.
Thank you, guys. Stay safe. We will see you again next time.